Hi everyone, just a quick reaction video. It's the end of the Trump presidency. I think on some of my social media, if you are following me, I don't think you are though. Uh, I did mention that the realist in me uh, uh, tells me that nothing dramatic is going to happen today. Trump is just going to leave the White House. Oops. Um, and he won't do all sort of those QAnon or those Trump zealots believe that he will do something very traumatic that will reverse or or make use of the troops as defending the inauguration or using insurrection act and all this sort of crazy stuff. So I'm correct that nothing happened. Trump just meekly left on Airforce One back to Florida. I think he just want to leave the White House with dignity. He want and he's unlikely to do crazy stuff because he needs to protect his family. He's now an open target since the entire system is now against him. So um, he need to brace for what's to come. So to do any more crazy things will only further endanger him and his family. So I think that's quite natural. I mean, from he did not pardon Assange, some of the Julian Assange. So some of the commentary, some of the gossips, I would say, says that the GOP made a deal with him that he cannot pardon Assange or they will convict him in the impeachment process. So I think Trump has no more cards to play. He cannot take any more risk. So that's the end for that. He did not pardon Snowden either. So in a way, you can also see this as a sign that he is truly someone who believes in the system, believes in the law, believes in the constitution. I think uh, Julian Assange in a way is an enemy of the state for for United States, and Snowden is actually uh, considered a traitor in a way. So he's a deserter and a traitor. If you look purely on without moral and ethics ground, purely on what he have done, um, so Trump being Trump, that could be the reason why he did not pardon them. Um, So I think for all people who support Trump, including myself, I think most of my friends and a lot of people know that I support Trump. It is quite a sad day. I think it's quite a depressing day. But I really came to accept that there's no way he can come back from this. And I have been telling people that since um, the the weekend of the election day, where all the numbers, they start to call all these swing states for Biden. I think I've been telling my friends, even though I telling them that there are election fraud, that if the odds is against Trump, it's really an uphill battle for Trump, because it's up to Trump and his legal team to prove there is election fraud. But if the courts are not listening, it's not opening the cases, no one is hearing the evidence, and then you have the entire system against you. So it is not possible for Trump to beat the system in that sense. So in that sense, I'm correct again that it is an uphill battle. So for today, the conclusion we can also make is that the QAnon movement has effectively have lost all its credibility. I think there's almost no more reason to believe in Q. Um, I will still cover whatever conspiracy that appears. I think that's interesting. I will always help you do the fact check and see how real are these conspiracies. But for QAnon, I think the entire narrative that Trump is the guy, and everything is predicted, and all the things that they will be doing behind the scenes. This did not happen. Just like on all the fighting, the underground fighting, saving the children beneath the New York City, and all this nonsense. Nothing came true. So that's another good conclusion that we can get today. I think for people who don't like Trump, this is a fantastic day, but I don't think they know what they sign up for. USA had for a very long time have been a really warmongering country. They have been stirring shit everywhere, killing people, messing up entire countries, and it was until Trump that really stopped it and made me like America more. Otherwise, I had always see America as a necessary evil, but it's always a troublemaker. So now that Trump's term has ended, and Biden being the vice president of Obama and hiring a lot of the same officials, I heard, from what I understand, from what other people written, I personally is not so versed in the personnel that was employed, but if they go back to the old ways, that would be quite disastrous. There is a lot of safeguard done by Trump and Pompeo to prevent Biden's administration to become overly pro-China. There's a lot of obstacles that they have set to make it very uncomfortable or difficult for Biden to support or help China in any way. But we shall see. It is what it is. The Biden have inaugurated, so he is president now, President Biden. So that's the new reality. Along with big tech censorship, this is becoming a nightmare. But on Twitter, 5-10 minutes ago, I saw on Twitter, and I think it helps to make you feel better if you're a Trump supporter, is that at least it's not Hillary Clinton, right? So at least appearance of Trump denied Hillary Clinton the presidency, and no matter what you think of Biden, no matter how corrupt you think he is, he's at least much better than Hillary Clinton. So I think for that part, I think it's a positive. And I don't want to make this video too long. I just want to say something quick. So it's just a quick reaction video, just to share some of the feelings. I meant to do some other videos talking about the conspiracy for today, but things came up, made it impossible for me to do it. But I probably will do some of them. I think probably wouldn't get so many views, but I'll probably do them. I think it's quite interesting. But all in all, it's a somber day for Trump supporters. If you're a Trump supporter, I wish you well. Hold on tight. I think as long as Trump is not sent to jail and or not assassinated, I think he's going to keep the movement going. I think the rumors, the mainstream media is reporting about the Patriot Party, about Trump forming the third party. I would say it's still gossip, because again, anonymous sources. I don't really like that, but I mean, the Trump supporters are all hoping that he will do that. I think it's great, because you would have a party that is within the political spectrum is actually in the middle, because Trump is naturally not a far right guy. So the Republican Party would with all the moderate people leaving it to join this new party, I think the Republicans will become very far right, very conservative, and being a moderate party will have a much more stronger advantage than a left or right party. So we'll see. They might also spell the end of the GOP. It will be a great revenge, I think, for Trump. Otherwise, I think don't be too sad. Trump is still alive. He's still around. And I think have a good meal, eat something nice, make yourself comfortable. I think let it just feel better about this. It's not the end of the world. I think I mean US system is a bit weird. You have an election every 2 years, so the midterms, if Trump is going to do something, he's going to start now. So let's look forward to the midterms, and do not forget there are still lawsuits that is in the Supreme Court for the election fraud. So that is something that you should also keep a lookout for. I think if I can, I will cover some of it. The lawsuits are a bit hard to cover because it's really complicated, but I see what I will do if I have the time. So yeah, this is just a simple reaction video to what's happening over the past I would say 5 hours. So yep, stay strong, and I'll see you in the next video.